Well, how do you like that title? I'm saying, why don't we do things better? Because I know a lot of members are that way. And first of all, I want to apologize to members of Let's Go Help if we don't answer things correctly or quickly. It's a business trying to learn. And it's growing very nicely, and that's why we're able to give grants every month to members. So we give out $75,000 to members. And maybe, I think that's important to do. And maybe we should spend more money on hiring people to answer questions and things like that. So it's a difficult juggling act. And I just got something from the Better Business Bureau. Man, we have an A+ rating there because the most important thing, if you think that something is not good and you don't not appreciate what we're doing, well, I'll give you every penny you have. I'll return your money. That doesn't matter to me. To me, what matters is getting people educated about what this country has to offer them, and then hopefully trying to teach them how to get it. Now, that's not easy either, and that's why a lot of people, I think, because they see me on TV, say, "Hey, do this and you get $1 million." Well, I say that, and that's true somewhere, but it probably won't happen to you. And it's going to take you a lot more work than you think if you just believe in my headlines. But everybody does that in this country. We sell like that. It's funny, like you get go to college and get a degree. Well, there's a study out there, because you make a lot of money, that particularly on for-private universities, 70% of the people that went to a for-private college made no more money than if they never went to college. So, that's what life is, and that's unfortunate. Take this drug, and it's going to cure you. Yeah, but it doesn't cure everybody. Maybe cure a lot of people or whatever. And it's the same with government grants. And then it's a process you have to learn. And it may be easy, but most likely it's not. And that's why if you really have a problem, if you really have something you want to solve in life, something that, you can really improve your life a lot, well, the answer is there. I believe, but again, I'm biased. So don't trust anybody that's selling you something like me. It won't be as easy as you think, but it's there. It's real. I learned this almost 50 years ago, helping millionaires and billionaires become billionaires with government programs. And what frustrates me is that the average person on the street could at least get above water, get above the water line and not be drowning with these programs. But Google makes us think everything is easy, that you see something and everybody easy if you give them a lot of money. What I'm trying to do is teach the average person in America that the government gives out every year. It gives out every single year $22,000 of grant money to every family in America. That's the average. Some get more, some get less, and things like that. That's my mission. And I only have about 10, 15 years left, and I'm going to do this until I die, because I have nothing better to do. What am I going to go out and play shitty golf in Florida? I was a mediocre golfer. Why would I want to do something that I'm mediocre at for the rest of my life? Now, that sounds nuts. Because I see what these programs can do for people, and I will do everything in my heart that's there to try to get people to know about it. And that's why if I offend you or whatever, I can't stop, because you're seeing the real me. This is me inside. You see that now. 30, 40 years ago, I started wearing inside out, living inside out. So I could feel better in life and get more out of life. So I can give more in life. And that's what it is. And that's what I'm doing now, is trying to give as much as I can before I die. And the people I work with are the same way, but we fuck up. We screw up. And then and this person, if they only found us, now we can't even tell you that we give you money back, because he had to go to the Better Business Bureau. Man, you don't even have to tell us why you want the money back. We'll give you money back. I don't care what. If you've been a year's worth, I'll give it back. I have more important things to do. I can't. To me, it's my passion for wanting to help people is not going to be dampened by somebody who thinks I'm an asshole. I know I'm an asshole. You don't have to tell me that. and I can't. I have the best. I want to give the best I have for the rest of my life. And if that means people calling me an asshole, that's fine. I'm very happy with that because I see the results. I mean, if you want to see how people got, we got 400 or 500 testimonies of people never knew about this stuff, and were able to get something, and that I'm not even responsible for that. I shouldn't be doing this. It's not my money I'm giving. I do give our money back, and that's because it's profitable. If it wasn't profitable, I wouldn't. The main reason for us is to show you what programs are available for everyone in America to do almost anything they want in the country, to solve almost any financial problem, but it's going to take some work. You don't learn and you didn't learn to play, use the computer by just pressing a button and you used it. No. You didn't learn how to drive a car by just getting in the car and turn it on and go. No, you can't do that. You didn't ride a bicycle that way. All these kinds of things take some time and they take learning. And sure, you may get lucky, particularly on this, because that's what we try to do. But see, I don't think there's another place in America where anyone could go to find this stuff reasonably that talks English. What happens if you go to the government, they don't talk English, you don't even know what the fuck they got. You go to Google and you find 5 million, billion, people want to get your money to do this. And that's another reason why I only charge $20. I used to charge $2,000 because people with that kind of money could afford it and because they know how valuable it is. I don't want to help those people anymore. I want to help people who barely can afford $20. They're the people who need the help, not the rich people in this country. They're doing very well, thank you. Why are we helping them? We have half this country can't afford a $500 bill if they get. That's why we give out $500 bills every year, every month, $75,000 worth. And that's what I want everybody to know, not me. I've done more than I ever thought I'd do. Man, I flunked English in college and I got 2 New York Times bestsellers. What the hell am I doing? So I'm above my pay grade already. And now it's just trying to help as many people, because you know why? Because that's where your heart grows. At my age or whatever, what am I going to do? I don't need more question mark suits or more crap to worry about. No. But it's growing your heart. I can't run faster. I can't think faster, anything. So I want to grow my heart. And that is helping as many people as I can. But I gotta have a business and help people help me, help as many people as I can. And that's why we charge money. If I could get away with finding out $15 or $10, I would do that because that's what it's for. And now we have members helping members because they know how good it feels to help somebody. And that's, that's even a bigger gift, I feel. If I can show people by example that, how giving is so selfish. And that's what it really is. Giving is selfish. You're helping other people, man. Your heart grows. We all want to be loved. We all want to love really hard, right? We pick up a little baby. Oh, we just want to love so hard. We pick up a little kitten or puppy or something. Well, that's it. Why don't we love our neighbor like that? Well, like something anyway. There's a good joke in there somewhere, I know. But you know what I mean. Everybody. We all need help. And that's what I see members doing. They help their other people they know, their friends. You could join for $20 and solve problems for your whole family, your whole neighborhood. I don't care. Take my reports, send them out to everybody you know or whatever, because that's what it's about. It is helping people. And capitalism seems a little bit against that. They want to help themselves more. They pretend that it's really about them, but most of the time it's not. It is, but we're profitable, so you get the money back, in these grants. I'm shocked, how we're doing on that. But it is the best time of my life. And I'm not going to waste it, worrying about what somebody says, on the Better Business Bureau. Man, if the guy only tells, Matthew promised us an abundance of free money with his own personal help. Yes, Here I am. Ask me a question. And I go on our websites for our memberships, and you could ask me a question, and there's places to ask questions. I wonder if this fellow ever asked a question. Maybe that's why, yeah. For help. And this is an empty enticement and a blatant lie. No, it's not a blatant lie. It's not what you want. And sure, because the government isn't the way I would like it to be either. And that's what's amazing, is that the government's so complicated. Man, if I wasn't at least organize it in some way, you'd have to go to Google, and it'd be overwhelming. I mean, you tell me what you want to start a business. I mean, I have a plan and a step-by-step, and here it is. I can't promise you get the money. No, I can't. Nobody can. If they say promise you get the money, then that's a blatant lie. I could just promise you the real programs that give out the money. And that's what you have to know. Because otherwise, and sure, you may or may not get it, but you got to play. You got to play to win. I know definitely you won't get it if you don't apply. Definitely you won't get anything if you don't do something about it. And whether you use me or not, it doesn't matter. There's a lot of people need help. There's a lot of options in our country or whatever, and it never ceases to amaze me, how great this country is. And if you don't believe in, I guess, headlines or advertising on me, that's it. I think people believe, I make it sound easy, but I can't get your attention if I go out and say, well, I have a program. You may or may not get money. It may take a bunch of work, and I can't be sure. Yeah, you're going to flip the channel and go somewhere else. Unfortunately, we're such a media-driven, and I don't have that kind of money to advertise like the big Fortune 500s do, and they could just inundate you with that, to do that, and wallpaper everything you see with them. No, I got to fight. To get through that noise, so at least you give me a chance, to show you what you're living in, and fine if you think I'm full of shit. I'm happy to I don't care what your reason is. You don't have to have a reason. We'll give you your money back. I just want you to pay attention, and you really, on the YouTube videos that I have out now, you could get so much just by doing that. You don't have to pay me anything. But I think what we have now is the other people, the other members. I mean, we have thousands and thousands of members now, and so it's members helping members, and the people who got something then tell you about them. Now, now I've just been bounced off of Stripe. I mean, this is one of the biggest financial services business in the country, and they said I'm telling lies. Fuck. I don't know. I mean, people, the church says you're going to go to heaven if you follow their lies, right? And they can't prove shit. So why are you picking on me? And I'm not taking any money that you don't want to give me. I mean, I think that's a crime too. Please do. What do I need to get a grant? What do I need to get a grant? Well, every grant is different. You don't know. You got to find out what. But the one thing you don't need to do is go to Google to find out how to get a grant. No. No, you go to the free sources. Anybody that's a .com is going to get money from you, like me. So you want to go to a .gov or a .org. And there's plenty of people that help you for free, okay? And if you go to findhelp.org, findhelp.org or 211.org, and start learning the system. Go to your library and start asking them about free sources of help in your community that will help you with housing, with business, and with everything. But when you do that, you can't think you're going to just get up the bat and hit a home run. No, you got to learn the system. May or may not happen. And you have to do more than that. And that's what people want to hope they don't have to do, and that's fine. But when it happens, then just roll up your sleeves and do it. Sure, you can hope for the best, but plan for the worst. That's what I say. You have to, because if you don't plan for the worst, and if you're planning for the best, you give up. You'll give up if you're planning for the best. Then you won't get it, because most likely it's not going to happen that easy, And then you're out of luck because you didn't plan for the worst, And it's human nature, I understand, and I do the same thing. So that's it. And so it's important that you try. And that's why I think a lot our members help other members do that. So they keep in that and keep learning or something. Remember, it's like learning anything. You just don't happen the first time. And you don't have the patience because you got so many other people say, hey, this is prettier over here. But you got one problem. If it's starting a business, getting out of debt or whatever, and you focus on that sucker until it's over and plan for everything you're going to call. When you make that phone call, that's another thing. You have to call. You can't rely on the internet to do this, because it's too complicated. I mean, it's not complicated. It's just the jargon. This means that. Look at me. You think I promise you something. I'm really not. I'm trying to educate that these are the kinds of things that are available. And you have to do the work to find out where something like this is where you are. There's no shortcut in life. And it's not even fun if it is easy, to tell you the truth. Did you like playing basketball against a 5-year-old, okay? You win, right? No, it's not fun. You're not going to grow. Life as a human is growing. When you're not growing, man, then you might as well check out. That's how you and me at 80. Man, I just can't wait to get up in the morning because I know I have something that may be able to help somebody somewhere, and I have nothing better to do than to share that heart of mine with somebody else like that. Because if you're happy, I'm more happy. I was trying to study Mandarin for a while, and they have a phrase that I remember, and that's a couple of years ago. I got that phrase already. But it says something like, if you're happy, I'm more happy. And that's what we are. And I think that's what we all are as human beings. But we don't know it, but we're caught up in a system that doesn't, I don't know, it doesn't encourage that, I guess is really the word. It doesn't matter. You can't blame other people for anything. You just take your little part of the world, whatever it is, and do it the way you think is right. You learn about what's out there so you can kind of find opportunities and where the cracks are that you could get into and all this stuff, but we all living somebody else's lives, and we can't do that. We have to live our own life because that's where the magic is. What's inside you is unique than anybody else, and you have to grow differently than anybody else. So you have to find out what that is. I saw a notice popped up somewhere. I don't know. I started to read it and forgot what the hell I'm talking about. That's why I started getting smart when I started using my heart instead of my brain. You got to use your brain, sure, because you don't want to go off the cliff and do stupid things. But the real things in life are from your heart, and when you open that, then it feels more alive. And that's why that's all I want to do for the rest of my life is open my heart as much as I can to anybody, anywhere, and try to help them, because there seems to be nothing more satisfying. So that's what we're trying to do here at Let's Go Help. And I know every one of us there have that same feeling. I don't tell people what to do that work for me. I just say, make them happy and do the work they need. We can't do everything for everybody all the time. Maybe like this fellow that seems that we didn't answer all his questions all the time. I don't know where he asked them or whatever. But the most important thing is what we did wrong is didn't let him know that you could get a refund. I guess you have to go to somewhere else. We don't care, whatever. And it's important. Life is fun. It can be, but it's going to beat you up, and that's why. So if you're not resilient enough to get the beat ups, then you won't keep at it. See, that's why I see the group now being a place where people don't get what they want or something, and then other people say, yeah, that happened to me too, and that's better than me, some clown in a with a bozo nose on trying to tell you how to live. How could you relate to me? And that's other people are just so nice and human, that are in the group, that it's just made me so happy, and to be surrounding myself with people who do that. And I have to catch myself because we're bombarded with so much media that And it's all this sexy stuff and, this self-gratifying stuff. Tell us about loans for first-time buyers. Yes. I mean, see, now, if you remember, we'll show you 12 places to start. Here's where to start, okay? To buy a home or fix up a home or anything like that. You get a free counselor. See, the way to get this information is start by talking to people who know the program. And these are people that are all free. So you go to HUD.gov/counseling. You make an appointment with a counselor near you. I mean, there's thousands and thousands and thousands of them. And so there'll be a half a dozen near you. And you don't like one, you go to another. And you make an appointment. Here, this is what I want to do. Don't go to Google because you're going to find all these, banks and everybody who just promise you the world and everything. No, you have to go do the research. You have to do the reconnaissance. And the reconnaissance isn't talking to people on the internet. No, it's talking to nonprofit organizations that don't sell you anything. Government organizations that don't sell you anything. So that's why when you go to Google, you're just going to find people who want to sell you something. So they've framed it, and maybe they're honest people and everything, but their motive has to be they're the best, or why would they be selling it? They have to think that's the best anyway, even if it is the best. But it may not be the best for you, so they could paint it any way they want. So only talk to people who are not part of .coms, and go to the library. If you're really stuck where to go, talk to people. Ask them who to talk to. Go to 211.org. and talk to people under your headlines for housing. You can go 211.org or findhelp.org and find 20, 30, 40 to 300 people in your neighborhood, in your zip code, that are there just to help you figure that out. Sure, you'll get a lot that's, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. I can't help you, buddy. I'm too busy. Fine, hang up and try another one. That's what life is. And if you're not willing to do that, then you can't be resilient enough to get by or to solve your problems and help other people. Because the more you solve your problems and get there, then you can get to the point where you can help other people do that too. And that's what really is the ultimate. What are you going to do with $1 billion? I don't know why people want to pile all their money in the basement like Scrooge McDuck. And that just seems really crazy to me. And you want to live, and living is giving, and living is loving. It's not accumulating crap. I think some people have figured out how to take it with them, but I don't know. And well, thanks for letting me do this, guys. And by the way, we should be on back on Let's Go Help 2. I usually do these on Let's Go Help 2, and they're really for Let's Go Help 2. That's the membership video. And but we got to a limit. I didn't realize we had a limit. So in about 2 days, we'll get the limit down, redo the limit, and we're trying to extend that, and then have other video plays, other ways to get live help. We'll do Zoom calls with members, and members are doing them. And members are helping. Members do something like I do on Let's Go Help as soon as we get the the video restriction off. And that's cool. That members are helping you too about how they did it. And so you could see that average people do it, not just crazy idiots like me, and it's just important. People hate America or whatever. And sure, we're bad, a lot of bad parts. I got a lot of bad parts in me. We all do, but there's good parts too. So if you're going to use their bad parts to keep you from getting the good parts, it's crazy, because every rich son of a bitch in this country doesn't care where the money is. They just get the money. But if it's a philosophical thing, bless your heart. You should follow your heart. If you think it's immoral or whatever to use government money, God bless you. I support that. You have to follow what your heart says. I just want to stop some struggles and pain that's going on in this country that doesn't have to. And we already decided as a community to have these programs. Sure, you voted against it, fine, but they're there now. So there's a lot of people who really can use them, and I want to make sure they know about them. And that's important. So, and if people who don't have income, they can always go to watch all this stuff on YouTube. We're always there. And now we're starting to do a lot more videos on Instagram, which has been very good to us. And we just started. I mean, I was on there a little bit, I don't know, trickle, but now last month or so, it really took off somehow. I don't know, but that's awfully nice because then we could give away more money and get screwed up more as you grow. You do a lot of bad things, and because you haven't figured them out yet, and some people get pissed off. But remember, if you do get pissed off, just ask us. You go to letsgohelp@gmail.com. Okay, letsgohelp@gmail.com. If you need a refund, you need anything, no questions asked, just give Magic Mary your email and we'll give you every penny you ever gave us, okay? I don't want anybody to think that we're taken advantage of. I'm not here to do that. I'm here for me to feel good. And I feel good if I'm helping somebody. So if I'm hurting somebody, I have to stop that. And that means giving your money back because you feel hurt. And I don't want to do that. And that's important. Okay, guys. Well, all of you on this just opened my heart. I appreciate it so much. And remember, I'll give you your money back no matter what. I don't want to hurt anybody. I want to help you. And if you have any reason that you think I'm hurting you, I will give every penny. Okay? Love you so. Not so, but so. So. No, so. Thank you so much.